2023 goes down as one of the most pessimistic years on record for the consumer. An average read of just around 80. That makes it the second most pessimistic year on records going back 48 years. Everything still looks to hang off this inflation situation. If we get a material improvement around inflation, that could be the catalyst for a long-awaited improvement in the consumer. Consumer sentiment did improve slightly in the December month, but to only 82.1. It's nearly 20 percentage points below neutral level of 100. The improvement this month looks to be off the back of the RBA leaving rates unchanged in December. But other than that, it's very much the same themes that we've seen for most of this year. Consumers struggling with the surging cost of living, sharply higher interest rates and an increasing tax take, and without much really improvement in sight. Around housing, very much the same story. They've got this clear tension around affordability. Views around whether it's a good time to buy improved slightly in the month. Again, the RBA's decision to leave rates on hold looks to have been a factor. Prior to the RBA decision, it looked like assessments around time to buy might be sharply lower. But against this, affordability strains around buyer sentiment is this continued expectations for prices to continue to rise over the next 12 months. Consumers, about 2/3 expect prices to be higher by the end of 2024. Well, there are some glimmers of hope. Where we ask questions about consumers' family finances versus a year ago, it's not quite as negative as it was 3 months ago. Back in September, we had low reads in the low 60s. It's extremely low. Now we're sort of up around the 65 to 70 range around that measure. So maybe some of these pressures are starting to ease slightly. And there are some cornerstones that are still quite positive. Consumers are still quite comfortable with the outlook for jobs, and they expect over the medium to longer term the economy is going to hold up pretty well. What it's telling us is that consumers are still in the thick of it in this fight against inflation, and they see this fight going on for some time yet before we get to some sort of reprieve.